Shalom, back with part 2, Ezekiel 17:24 breakdown. Let's continue where we left off. So again, to all the trees which represent the people of the field, which represent the world, all right, shall know that I, the Lord, which is Yahweh, the Heavenly Father's name, okay, in the Hebrew Bible, Hebrew text, Hebrew characters, all right, have brought down the high tree, who sits in the power seat, who rules, that's your oppressor. That's Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, all right? And again, this is a process which began in the late 1960s, early 1970s, all right? You can read about that in Obadiah, which is just one chapter, all right? All right, and have exalted the low tree. The low tree is us, the Negro, Latino, Native American that make up the 12 tribes of Israel, all right? Proof of that is right here in the scriptures, as well as in circular history, people. You people can go to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and you can read from verses 15 through 68. Okay, Deuteronomy 28, 15 through 68. Okay, and when you go through those curses, you do it by process of elimination. Okay, the Lord only made 18 nations, and you see who that fits. And you'll come up with the fact that that fits the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, and no one else. All right? All right. So, I have exalted the low tree, us, have dried up the green tree, right? The green tree is the one who's flourishing, so the Lord is drying them up. Okay? And have made the dry tree, that would be us, because we're known as the Valley of Dry Bones, Ezekiel chapter 37, okay? Where we were spiritually and mentally dead from the neck up in the congregation of the dead, meaning in darkness, people. And when he told Ezekiel to prophesy over these bones, okay, those that were spiritually and mentally dead in darkness, well, when he prophesied and he, put sinews on us, put some skin on us, and he breathed what? The spirit of life into us. Hello. Now we were out of the darkness and brought into his marvelous light, if you understand that. Okay? In other words, we were quickened, which means is we were restored, made alive. Okay? That's the real word in the Bible. Okay? The biblical word. Out here, you people like to use the word awoke or awaken, okay? But the real word, biblical word, is quickened, all right? So, and I've made the dry tree, us, he's made us, right? The valley of dry bones to flourish, you see? I, the Lord, have spoken and have done it. You see that? Through what? Through his word. His word does not go out in vain. It accomplishes that which he sent it to. In other words, it gets manifested. You understand? Which means it is brought forth, brought to light. It becomes reality. So you understand that our reality is now becoming your reality. Got that? All right? Anyway, we're going to start hitting the precepts. We'll do that when we come back here. All right? So we're going to end this here, and we'll be right back with parts 3 and 4. Shalom.